The relationship we share with others, like our family members, friends, colleagues, partners, leaders, teachers, students, parents, children, plays a very important role in our existence as humans. And this is because we are creatures of relationship by design. And since this is true, then learning to invest into our relationship account with others and building it is something that should be given a sufficient amount of attention. Hence, this video. Hello, great mind. It's always a delight to connect with you here in Refining Moment. If this is your first time joining us here, welcome to the family. My name is Uche Imafidon, and this is Refining Moment, that platform where we share on everything personal refinement that caters to your personal growth, character development, relationship management, and personality grooming. And on today's episode, we will be sharing how to invest wisely into your relationships. We humans can sometimes be very funny with the way that we handle our relationships with others. We find ourselves trying to withdraw from our relationship bank account, even when we have, with others, of course, even when we have not invested or sown anything into that account. Meaning, sometimes we tend to expect some certain favorable responses from people, even when we have not made attempts to build our relationships with them. And so when we do not get the anticipated response from them, we tend to get upset or feel offended. That's not the right way to live. Instead of focusing on what others can do for you, why not flip the card around and focus more on what you can do for others, how you can offer help, services, invest into your relationship with others, proffer solution, serve, give. As a matter of fact, making it your lifestyle to be a giver, not a taker. Remember, it is more blessed to give than to receive, isn't it? Yes, so be a giver. And in view of this, let's share some insightful tips that can help us make positive deposit into our relationship account with others. Number one is to have genuine care for others. This is like the foundation for, every other thing that we'll be sharing on this video. Having genuine care comes from a place of true love for other people, for humans in general. Seeing others as you see yourself, treating others as you would love for other people to treat you. We talked about this in our previous video where we dealt with some of the characteristic traits of love, and one of it being that we do unto others what we would love for other people to do unto us. And that's exactly what we're saying here. And in showing genuine care for people and loving others, what you're actually invariably doing is to show the same care and love for yourself. So if you want the best for yourself, then be prepared to do the very best for other people. By so doing, you're actually doing it for yourself and of course doing it to God. Do you understand it? So if you want people to love, treat, and regard you and highly place you, then you should think of how to do the exact same thing to other people. That's how it works. So, number one, genuinely care for others and be interested in their well-being. Number two way to make positive deposits into your relationship account with others is to serve and solve. Meaning serve others by solving their problems. Do you understand it? So the truth is, one way to show your appreciation for humanity is to put your time, your treasure, and your talent to good use by coming up with something that can be of help to others. Have it at the back of your mind to always have a heart of service, rendering services, producing goods and services, solving problems at your different level or capacity. The number 3 way on how to deposit positively into your relationship account with others is to give. I mean, there's absolutely no way that we're talking about loving others that we will not mention about giving. So it's important that we give our resources, like our money, give our time, give our attention, give our words of encouragement, give our cars, give our spaces, give up our seats sometimes for people, especially people who are older than us. Give to people who may not be able to pay you back, okay? Give selflessly, not for what you stand to get in return, but for you being a giver. Just give gifts. And in talking about gifts, you need to be much more intentional in the way that you give your gifts to people. Go all out to finding out exactly what the person, whoever it is you want to give a gift to, what they would like. Don't just give them what you think they should like, but what they would really like to have. Go all out, find that out, give it to them. It will be better appreciated that way than, the other way around. Number 4, appreciate and compliment others. An extended part of giving is appreciating and complimenting others. Making it a top priority to always make people feel great about themselves. Say nice things, lovely things to people. Thank them, appreciate them for any and every act of kind gesture that anyone meets out to you. Appreciate people, appreciate your family members, compliment them. Let them know how incredible they are. Your fashion designer, the cobbler, the shoe mender, when they come around, make them feel special, helping you to fix your shoe, because of course they're solving a problem for you. So you should make them feel really special doing that. Compliment your employee, for you who has a business, okay, or a company who runs a company. Compliment your employees. Don't say, oh, I pay them, so I really do not necessarily need to tell them how great they are. That's what they're being paid for. No. We are all creatures of words. We all grow and thrive in appraisals, in validation. So make it something that you do to others. In giving, this is part of giving as well. So you're giving your words, your kind words. You're telling people how incredible they are. You're doing it to just about anyone, to your cab driver, to the waiter and at the restaurant, to the flight attendants. To the people, your bike riders, the dispatch rider, the people who serve you, the vendors, your family, your friends, your loved ones, your partner. Tell your partner how incredible a partner he or she is. Let them know that you cannot even imagine what life would be like without them in your life. Let them know these things. Let people feel special and on top of the world. It's important. Make it a daily habit to always say something nice to someone. Do not allow a day go by without you saying something nice to someone. Even to the people in your household. Look at them. Tell them they made nice meal today, okay? Let someone know that her hair is lovely, that her dress is beautiful. Just, every day, make it a top priority of something that you do every day, your daily habits. And let's even get a little bit more practical, okay? So in, making it a top priority to make people feel great around us, can we do something? I want to give some people something. Anyone who's watching this, like the first 5 people. So what I need you to do is to go, after listening to this video, list out at least 5 names of people that you want to make feel great, that you want to say great and lovely things to. And when you have done that, I'd like to hear, from you, their responses and their reactions on the comments section. So once you put that down, also put your email address so that I can send you my gifts. That's also my own way, of making you feel great, of making you feel good and encouraging you to be the best that you can be. Is that okay? Good. The next is to celebrate others. Make it a point of duty to always celebrate people, sing their praises, send them congratulatory messages, tell them congratulations, celebrate them on their weddings, their anniversaries, their birthdays, their baby christenings, their baby showers or bridal showers, awards, celebrate people. Let them know that whatever it is that they've got, they deserve that and even more. Sing their praises, make them feel great. The next is to commiserate with other people. So when people are pained, when they are hurt, when they are in sorrow, learn to know how to sympathize with people. Learn to know the right words to say to them. The right words that will serve as a healing to whatever pain or hurt they are, having at the time. Learn to commiserate with people. Sometimes you may not know what to say. Just learn to sit by their side and look out for ways that you can help to ease whatever hurt or pain that they are feeling at that time. Just let them know that you will be right there for them. Next is to be kind and helpful to people. Make it something that you do, your lifestyle, to always help and be kind and helpful to people. Help the elderly ones, help people who may not be able to pay you back, help people, show kindness to people. I remember the story that I read up on a friend's post one time. She was sharing an experience of hers, of something that happened when she was on transit one time. So while they were waiting for the bus to move, she spotted a young boy who was about age 10 or so, hawking sachet water. He had it on his head in a plastic. And just as he was about running to go attending to a customer who had beckoned at him, he tripped and all the water poured on the ground. And so he couldn't even go to attend to his customers. He was just trying to gather his water, all teary and all. And then people were already sending, throwing words at him, like, where were you going to? Why were you not looking at where you were going to? And all that, you can just imagine the insensitivity of people. But this particular young lady said he was watching the whole scene, and she immediately asked the lady who was seated beside her how much a bag of sachet water costs. And the lady told her the amount, I think about 200 naira, in Nigerian currency. And she said, okay, so she brought out the money. The water that the boy poured wasn't even up to a bag of sachet water, but she brought out that money or something a little above the amount of that money and called the boy. So the boy, went to her. And then she brought out the money and gave to the boy. She didn't buy water. She only just gave to the boy to go and replace the one that is poured already. And that kind-heartedness was just something that was so warm and so amiable. That kind of like spoke to the kind-hearted nature of the other people in the bus. And guess what? They also responded positively. Some other person gave the boy 500 naira. I think someone else gave him 1,000 naira. Like that. Money just came from that direction and gave it to the boy. And the lesson learned here is that the lady initiated that, but she was already grown to becoming someone who responds to her caring nature for people. She already sees herself as one who's kind and helpful to people. So when the opportunity came for her to help, it was not difficult for her to spot it. And of course, because she initiated it, other people, the caring and kind-heartedness in other people were awakened and they also responded. That's what I'm saying. Be kind to people. Give up your seat. Learn to offer help to people who may not be able to repay you. Be a helper. In fact, call yourself a helper. The truth is, the moment you become a helper, one thing I know for sure is that helpers never lack help. Just at every point in time that you need help, help will always come for you because you are one who meets out help to people selflessly. I also remember a scenario that happened to me one time when I got a cobbler, to come help amend my shoes. And so when he came in, I had seen the scorching sun that he had to walk under, and I don't know for how long he's been walking under the sun for. So, but he came and we negotiated, and and he got to work. So I thought to myself, this man must be thirsty. So I went in. Thankfully, we had cold water that was really chilled. So I brought it and offered it to him. Oh my God, you needed to see the joy and happiness on his face when I handed him the water. I know he needed water and he didn't have to tell me. He didn't tell me. He actually didn't have to, because what I thought at the time was, if I was under this kind of sun and I go home, the next thing I'll be needing, it will be water. So I thought he also will be needing water, and I just took the initiative to give him water. He was, of course, very grateful. That's what I'm saying. This little acts of kindness that we meet out to people, they sure go a long way. The next one, which is the second to the last that I have on my list, is smile. Smile. Yes, smile. This is one of the cheapest. I love this actually because it's one of the cheapest ways that we can invest or make positive deposits into the lives of people, even to random people that do not know us, that we do not know. But just by keeping a smiling face and smiling at people, smile at the flight attendant, smile at the cab driver, smile at the bike rider, smile at the food vendor, smile at everyone that you come around with. Do not carry a frowny face like you're quarreling or like you're fighting with them. No, smile at them, make them feel great being around you. It's important to smile. And also, one of the things I skipped when I was talking about giving, one thing you can also learn to give is give a warm embrace, give a hug. Okay, so as you smile at people, give a hug to the people that you're familiar with. And that will certainly go a long, long way. Now, the last tip that I have here is to protect and defend your relationship with people. Stand up for people. Stand up for your friends. Stand up for your family members. Stand up for relatives. Stand up for your colleagues. Stand up for people whom you share relationship with. Even when you know, even when you know that they are capable of doing whatever it is that they're being accused of, still stand up for them. Still protect them. Still defend them. Do not be caught gossiping about the people whom you are supposed to be protecting. Do not vilify, do not condemn, do not crucify them. Like I said, even when they err, even when they are guilty of whatever that is being said about them, do not be caught in that space where you are now, castigating. You're not pointing accusing fingers. Remember the woman that was caught in the act. The Bible says she was caught in the very act of adultery. Remember her, what was Jesus' response? Even though she actually did it, Jesus did not condemn her, right? So you shouldn't condemn the people that you share relationship with. And the truth is, when people know that you've got their back, when people know that they've got a special space in their hearts, in your heart for them, I'm telling you, they will go the extra mile to protecting you, to doing just about anything for you. Is that okay? All right, thank you. That's the much we can take for this video. Do you have more positive deposits that people can deposit into the lives of others? Kindly share in the comment section below. Okay, thank you for listening. Kindly remember to subscribe if you've not done so, share and spread the good news. I'll see you in my next video. Stay refined.